Hello, hello, and welcome back to Blunders. Got kind of a strange schedule for the day. Let's go ahead and throw some music on and then I'll clue you in. There we go. So, what are we doing today? Today is the final day for Hollow Knight. Hopefully. You never know, but it seems like it'll be the last day for Hollow Knight. And as a result of that, I think we're going to run Blender a little bit short today. And instead, we're going to focus our efforts on Hollow Knight. So I'm going to make something a little relevant. And we'll just do as long as it takes. And then we'll jump on over and finish up the game. So what are we working on? Weaversong. My favorite, I want to call them badges. But what is it called? A charm? Yeah, charm. My favorite charm from the game. So, we're going to use a little bit of everything we've learned. We're going to do some sort of hard editing in edit mode, and then we'll switch over to sculpting, I think, to do the eyes. And the eyes look very similar to the projects I've been working on lately. So, let's go for it. I think first thing we're going to do is make a sphere. Make sure it's very detailed. I'm going to say 60 by 40 is about right for me. Not 45, not 49, 40. Not 3. What on earth? There we go. And we'll raise this bad boy up. All right. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to copy it. So we got 2 of them. This first one, we're going to scale down just a little bit. All right, and this one, we'll go ahead and steady our camera real quick. Let's get into edit mode. Oh, it gets a little bit weird. Weirder than I thought, actually. How are we going to do this? Where's our camera? Camera's right here. Okay, so here's what I think we want to do. Let's grab... Oh no, I understand. I got exactly how we're going to do this. We're going to grab edge detect. We're going to grab the whole spiral. Oh, perfect. It did exactly what we wanted. And we're going to bring it in until it passes the other circle. So let's make these smaller. That might be a little too dramatic for me. Whoa. What on earth? This is getting a little funky. Why does it look so weird? All right, well, we'll call it just like that. So that's going to be this center line. Ultimately, it'd be nice if I sort of broke the ball in half and made like 2 sides. But it doesn't look like that's going to be super reasonable. Actually, that's obvious. What am I doing? What am I even doing? This is super obvious. We'll grab you. We'll just, actually we should wireframe it and then just grab everything from there. And it's missing some pieces, and I don't know why it's missing some pieces. The music is getting kind of crazy. I don't know if you can hear that. Very funky. Is that right? It is. Why didn't I do that the first time? Oh, it's because I have edge selected. No wonder. Let's just do ourselves a huge favor and just fix that right away. Well, it's not going to be a short stream if I keep doing this, you know? As is my way. Always doing things the hard way. Alright. There we go. That looks like a perfect circle to me. We'll go ahead and actually just make this a separate mesh. Just because I just want it to be easy to edit, you know? So let's go ahead and just separate selection. Oh, perfect. It was very easy. Cool. We'll go back to object mode. We'll call you right side. We'll call you left side. I believe, are you left side? No. You're mid, you're left side. And now what we're going to do is just move it slightly. So we'll give you minus 0.1, even less than that, minus 0.05, and you can be positive 0.05, and we're there. All right. And if we put the mid inside here, it's about as close as I think we're going to get it. So let's just take it for what it is. I'm going to do something very not cool, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to grab all of these faces and we're just going to connect them. We're going to go over to this guy. We're going to grab all of these faces and we're going to connect them. And then we'll stitch them back together. So that was kind of a weird roundabout way to do this, but it'll have to do. Yeah, that's fine. So we are up to the part where I believe we're going to start sketching it. The webs really got me confused, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think we might try to do some volumetric weird stuff, but I'm not sure. Let's do it last. That's definitely the last thing we should even be thinking about here. What we should be doing is grab this guy, go into edit mode, grab both of these and add a tiny little bevel to them. There we go. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. So now let's go ahead and bring our reference a little bit closer. And we'll actually push you in the background so we can just see you while we're working. We're going to keep our view very central. And we're going to get going on sculpting this thing. Sculpting has definitely been my newest weird breakthrough. Sculpting is so wonderful, so lovely. You know, wish I could have found it sooner. Glad I found it when I did. All right, there's that. And we'll go for it. We'll smooth all these little edges out eventually. And let's just get going in here. I'm going to start by creasing. Keep it really simple. I say that, and now I'm sort of like, I should have not done that. What am I going to do here? I just want to cut. I want to like cut straight into it. Cutting, cutting, cutting. We'll get there. Still learning all this sculpting stuff. Clay. Oh, the thumb is definitely going to be it. Okay. So we're going to dig in. Let's just make a shape. And then we'll finesse the last little bits of it. All right. Now we're going to average till we get sort of the shape we want. Oh, that is terrible. This is going to end very poorly, isn't it? My true artistic skills are showing. I am not the artist of my household. We're going to fix this. Don't you worry. We'll fix it nice and easy. So we're going to remesh it one more time. We're going to go to the smooth. We're going to drop the strength way down. I don't know why it was set to 7. That's crazy, actually. I think this is actually not the worst thing I've ever seen. Probably shouldn't have beveled it since I'm already doing like auto beveling right here, but it is what it is. Oh, it's kind of junky now that I'm seeing it at this angle. Okay. So we want to not be able to select this, and we just want to come back to this guy. No, not be able to select you. And we're going to just do our absolute best here. I don't know why it's uneven on these two sides. Somehow it got really messed up. Everything seems to have symmetry turned on. I'm not sure where it went bad. That's okay. Let's bring it back a little bit. Smoothing is not registering for some reason. Right, if I go back to this, then it's even. So I guess we should be smoothing using this bad boy. Yeah, that works. And then we'll just come in here and crease it while we go. Oh. I'm not so sure about this, guys. You know what? New idea. We have such a perfect hard mesh here. Let's do something different. No sculpting. I'm going to make punches, and we're gonna punch this thing out. So check it. I'm gonna make, how do we want to do this? Probably a cylinder. And that should be fine. And then I will squash it. And then I'm going to go ahead into edit mode. We're going to merge some of these vertices together. Let's see what this does for us. That already looks like the shape. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do this. I got a little big for my britches, thinking that I was going to become the master of sculpting after having one sculpting session. Oh, I goofed it. Just these two. And we're going. That looks about right to me. That's how I should have made the eyes for my original sketch, actually. Cool. We are going to go ahead and mirror it. This is going to be a good experiment, actually. Will this work? The mirroring object is going to be the camera. And let's go for it. It's going to have a rotation of 90. And we just need to make sure that the sizing and everything works. Let's go for it. Oh, not what I wanted. Okay, this looks super goofy, but I think it'll actually work. Right? There's only one way to know. Let's try it. So we will grab a difference modifier, or a Boolean, I mean, Boolean difference, and we'll take the cylinder and we'll hit apply. Oh, I did it from mid. I'm dumb. There we go. From you. Now we do Boolean. Now we do difference. Now we do cylinder. We hit apply. And we've done it. Oh, and it looks good too. Oh, it looks so good. Cool. Now we repeat. We'll bring you down. We're going to lower your angle just a little bit. And these ones, to me, look a little bit wider. So we'll make them just a little bit wider. And we'll copy. We hit apply, and we double check our work. And we've done it. Oh, we've done it. Look at that. That's cool as can be. Cool, let's do the last one. These ones like raise back up. That's gonna be quite a thing. Should probably bring it back a little bit. The angle goes back up a little bit. And these ones are pretty on the small side. Like that. Right about there. And we'll go for it. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That is it. Oh, that's it. I mean, it's not perfect. I didn't think this was going to be perfect. But I'm pretty proud of that. So let's go ahead and really set this thing up for success. In fact, I think I should first start by fixing a lot of this. Tries to quads. Oh yeah, clicking that eye is gonna be a challenge. Let's try doing this. Nope, gotta do it all manually. This will be trouble. Oh well. This is what we signed ourselves up for. I think if I really wanted to, I could probably simplify this using decimate. But to me, the chance of failure is too strong. So we're gonna do it the real slow old way. We still technically have an hour, although I want as much time for Hollow Knight as possible. All right, there's one. Let's just keep this thing going. I'm not even really sure if this is gonna work, but if we don't try, how do we know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think we're officially upside down now. I like this little curve in the eye. That's a nice touch. I can't claim any of that. I didn't do any of that. But it did happen. All right. So as for my week, what's been going on since last stream, I used our newfound skills in sculpt mode, the exact same skills we did not show off today. And I decided to upgrade my avatar. So hopefully in the next couple of days here, I'll upload that. Still working on the last few touches for it. And there'll be a new avatar. It'll look a little bit less junk, I think. All right, is that all of them? Now, how terrible is this going to be? It's pretty terrible. It's actually super terrible. Okay, we want like 0.02. Even that is a little bit of a strong start. .015. I just want like a little bit of depth that really makes this work. .01. mean, it's just all overlap, isn't it? That doesn't really help us. This doesn't do anything for us. Point 0.011. 0.005. Well, that's a bust. Had a feeling it wasn't going to work. Dare I try this? I will. Why not? We're here. I'm going to go ahead and save what we have, just in case. And yeah, you bet we're going to sculpt it. However terrible of an idea this is what we're doing. So let's grab our density. 200 should be good. That's fine. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and very calmly try and ease over all of these spikes. Oh, it did it again. Why is it not symmetrical if you use shift? Isn't that very strange? Why is it not symmetrical? Oh, the geometry is wrong. Why is that? Okay, this is an easy fix. Or at least it's sort of an easy fix. Let's go ahead and set the origin. There we go. Now we should be set. Yeah, perfect. So we'll go ahead just through here and really get these things going. We're gonna do nice steep angles, make this look very dramatic. I think when it comes to game design and game development, dramatic stands to reason a little bit better than it does in other mediums. Oh, look at that. Infinitely better. All right. We're just going to very carefully work our way through here. Yeah, so I guess the rule of thumb moving forward is always do everything in edit mode first, and then you can finish with sculpting. I know that there are ways to remesh back to like unsubdivided meshes, but you know, it's been 2 months since I've been 3D modeling, maybe a little bit more than that. It's been a pretty short amount of time, that's for sure. So if I don't know everything, yeah, good. I don't deserve to know everything. I haven't put my time in yet. But you bet I'm going to really make something out of this. At the very least, I plan on making a couple of games. If I haven't made it perfectly clear yet, that was always my intention learning 3D modeling, was to do games, although movies and stuff do interest me. Look at that. Wow, that looks good. That looks amazing. Let's shade it smooth. Oh, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's got some bits. I'm not a huge fan of those bits, but they'll do. This is a fast sketch. This is not meant to be some crazy, super powerful whatever thing. Now that I'm looking at it, let's make mid just a little bit bigger. What am I doing? Oh. I was on transform. There we go. So let's grab both of these and scoot them on into camera. We'll scooch you down into camera. And let's make our little spider webs first. Oh, the eyes aren't nearly as sharp as I want them to be. Oh well. It's fine. We're way too past the point to fix this. So webs. Let's make some webs. Here is my idea. Is this going to be the worst thing you've ever seen? Maybe. Maybe it will be. We're going to make a very... Hello? I don't really understand how toruses work, actually. Okay, how do I make this thing super skinny? We'll go ahead and put its Y dimension at... No, its Z dimension at 2, so I can see it. Oh, there we go. I think I want even less than that. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, little halo. Let's do it. So we're gonna grab a few of these things. We're gonna kind of put them in all sorts of different spots. Get them going. There's another one that rotates up and then comes out here. We'll go ahead and tilt it around. Okay. Check this bad boy out. Make it a little smaller. That's more than enough. This is more than enough. We're fine. Let me make a new collection and we'll call these webs. And for sure, this is going to be the thing that we spend most of our time on, whether we want to or not. All right, and I think we're good to get going. Let's make this thing. I'm going to go into my shader, We're going to start by choosing a nice little world. What looks most like Deep Nest? I'm going to say... Where's my other interior? Mono interior. Mono interior with a strength of 25. That's about the right lighting for us. All right, and we start. This guy. Now, let me know if this is maybe the craziest thing that I could be doing, but I think we're going to give it a missive with a negative value. Maybe even less than that. But I think that's how we want to do that. The shell. Ooh, this one will be tough. It's got a little bit of blue, a little bit of red. Actually, isn't there a way that I can... Hold on now. Yeah, you can just grab it, can't you? Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we're gonna make that a texture coordinate camera. Camera's a little too dramatic. I think instead, what are we gonna give it? Object info. No, it's gonna be camera info. We want Z depth. Where is it? Camera data. There you are. Here we go. It's not exactly the measurement I thought it was going to be. Tell you what, instead we will just make it a radial gradient. It's sort of a shotgun approach to this, but it'll do. We want radial. Why is it being so weird? We'll just use a tangent then. There's no reason it should be this strange. You can have a little bit less saturation. All right. And I actually think we just want to use a glossy shader, because I think we're getting a little too caught up with all of our other functions. You can be a little bit brighter. 0.7 will do. Certainly looks a little bit weird if I'm being honest. don't know why it won't just take the radial data though. That's like so strange to me. So this is my usual process when I'm making nodes, is just kind of lose my mind until things make sense. It's actually what I'm very good at, is losing my mind. Oh. You know what? That's the closest I think we've gotten. Let's take it. Now, this is going to be a real test of faith. Can I make a spider's web? We want principled volume. And what is it that we want inside this volume? We want little baby clouds. Let me think. Let me think. What are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna reference another project real quick here. Let me pull up something and figure out how I did it. So I've made clouds, fully admitting that I made them following a tutorial. If you're 3D modeling and you're not following tutorials, what are you doing? They're so useful. They're so incredibly important to what you're trying to do. All right, so we made the density from a noise texture, grabbing a bunch of random coordinates. And it's going into density. So let's grab a noise texture, throw in a density. And then we grabbed a bunch of coordinates and tied it into linear light. So linear light is somewhere in here. I'm not sure where. I think it might be called blending mode. Linear light, there you are. And I have an object going into there. And a generated going into here. This isn't working too much. I'm surprised we haven't got anything to work yet. Okay, and one last thing is object info with random going into the W. I am surprised we are getting nothing. I can't believe we have nothing here. There's just nothing at all. multiply this. I think that might be a good answer for us. We will multiply by 5, by 20, by 50. There's something that's trying to show up here. Let's get rid of the linear light. Needs to be bright white. And it needs to be streaked like webs. So let's add a wave modifier. And if this actually ends up working, I might switch this over. Not quite. Right. All right, let's see what that looks like if we make all of them this crazy thing. This is gonna kill my computer. What does this do for us? Let's lower the multiplication on here. Let's lower the scale. What if I gave it a little emissive, like a tiny emissive quality? All right, here's the thought. We're gonna grab all of these and we're gonna make them infinitely smaller. Definitely a little weird looking. I don't think any of them should be allowed to be that way. I don't hate this. Go ahead and just bring these out just a little bit. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Is it perfect? Does it look good? Pitch Black. It does kind of look like the little sharks from Pitch Black. So this is what I was trying to make. Got a little crazy for sure. I think I need to brighten this up quite a bit. Man, I wish I could get it to just be lateral. I wish it just like faced the correct direction. It's like there's no way. So weird that it won't just do that. Well, now that we have it like this, let's lower the saturation a little bit and raise this hue a little bit. We'll lower the saturation even a little bit more, or better yet, let's make a white. Just a pure white. Bring that in. That is a weird looking mesh. You know, you win some, you lose some. I'm not really sure which one this is, but we got a little bit more time. Let's make sense of this thing. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna sculpt it again. We have our perfect symmetry set up. We can crease the eyes. Not so hard. Not so hard. Keep it nice and light. We'll average that guy out. I guess there was no reason for me to be editing it in material mode. There we go. Let's give that a remesh. We'll bring all this stuff forward. We'll call it there. Same thing for you. Just a little divot. Just a little divot. Keep it going. There we go. Keep it nice and light. This is a item from the game that I'm going to be playing a little bit later today. You equip these sort of beads. They're charms is what they're called. They might as well be little beads. And you equip them and they give you special abilities. This specific one, when you equip it, makes a bunch of little baby spiders follow you. They think you're like their mom or whatever. And they do everything you need. And it's called the Weaversong is the name of this bead. All right. Just some basic editing of the geometry. Just enough to be proud of what we've made. There we go. And let's go back to this. We'll go to object mode and we will shade it smooth. Oh, infinitely better. If I'm feeling a little bit nutty, we'll come in here and we'll actually crease up, make a couple of weird little scars on this thing. Turn off symmetry. There's no need for it. Give it just some little tension points. Just in there. Just gonna make the metal look like it's been beat up a little bit. There we go. Give it just a little bit of pushing and pulling and there we go. And now it just looks a little bit beat up. Make sure to shade it smooth and we'll call it there. That one looks a little unprofessional, but you know what? It's time spent. And we're just gonna throw our webs back on. Hey. It is what it is at this point. I really want to get this shading to work correctly. I don't know why it won't. This might actually be perfect. Yep, that actually worked really well. Here we go. Freshnel to the rescue. The proportions are a little wrong. There's my not artistic side showing, but I think it gets the point across. And it was an interesting little experiment here for the final day of Hollow Knight. So let's save that. I will render that out. And then we'll take a little break and jump back in to finish Hollow Knight. Thank you so much for joining me.